Sean, welcome to this podcast, man, of Delka Talents, and amazing to have you here. I have so many questions for you.
Let's do it, man. I'm ready.
It's just scary, man. It's like you gained so many subscribers in such a short time, and I'm only talking right now about YouTube. I didn't talk even about Instagram and Facebook. So I just want to go a little bit back to the beginning, man. A lot of people know about, you just don't give a damn, right? You just prank people like in the most awkward way possible. You handcuff a girl and sit with her the whole time. You win a fake lottery and you show to people like a homeless guy and they try to steal stuff of you. Man, first of all, it takes a lot of confidence. How did you think, okay, you know what, I'm gonna go now and start a prank YouTube channel which went viral as well? Can you take us there a little bit?
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. When I was growing up, at first I didn't think I wanted to, just be a YouTube prankster.
Right.
But I was always very entrepreneurial.
Okay.
So whatever I did, I wanted to make sure, number one, I actually loved it.
Yeah.
And number two, I was like in complete control and I could build up a business doing what I love.
Right.
So when I was in high school, I was always watching these other YouTubers and like I started seeing some of them like just killing it, getting like big numbers, making a lot of money, making a living, out of these pranks and vlogs and all that stuff. So when I saw that, that kind of inspired me to start my own, channel and start doing that. So
it's
that's kind of how I got started, seeing other people do it.
Right. So how did you start? First of all, when did you start? When did you decide I'm gonna start a YouTube channel?
I started YouTube last. It was the summer of 2019. So about a year, a little bit over a year, maybe a year, 5 months or something like that.
Man, so that's insane. How did you grow your channel? What's the first video you put out? Did it go viral? Because I'm checking your YouTube videos and they all hit views in the millions, which is insane. Was it the first video that went already viral or?
No. First few videos, it was they didn't do too well. Maybe like 500 views, 1,000 views.
Of course,
Nothing big. And then actually, crazy story. I did a prank called it was like a pantsing prank.
Okay.
And that one just started taking off. Like it was just starting to get recommended. Obviously, the watch time was there, the click-through rate was there, so it started getting recommended. Right. And then I started gaining more subs than I ever seen. The channel started growing a little bit more. Unfortunately, that video got taken down because it was against guidelines. So I learned my lesson. But at the end of the day, it was worth the risk because it brought my channel to the next level, and it made me learn a lot of like how to make a video that gets views. And then off that, I learned what works and what doesn't work. And I'm just trying to get better and better now. So
yeah, and I think that's different from you than any other YouTuber out there. Is you're not just a YouTuber. You're a real businessman, man. You're dedicated. You're working so hard on what you're doing, and you can see that. You're one of the few people that are using all the social media channels, not only YouTube. Your YouTube is huge, but then you check your Instagram. I remember the first time someone told me about you. And I checked your YouTube channel. I said 500K, and then I saw your engagement, which was huge. And I was like, okay, let's check this guy's Instagram out. And I see 1 million followers on Instagram like that.
Yeah. Well, Instagram. I started Instagram a little bit earlier than YouTube.
Right.
I grew pretty well on there. And then Facebook. I started Facebook like only less than 6 months ago, and I went from 0 to 1 million followers on Facebook in like 6 months. I grew the fastest on Facebook than any platform. And of course, all organic, all viral videos. Yeah. So, I mean, you got to be everywhere, man. You got to be omnipresent. You got to be on all platforms.
Yeah. So my question is, you hit in a year and a half so many clout, let's say it like that. And your numbers are amazing. You're making a good living out of it. What is your goal? Do you have a goal?
Yeah, I do. I want to hit 10 million subscribers on YouTube. I want to do in the next 3 years, and then Facebook I want to hit 10 million. Those are the two platforms I'm focused on. They're the most lucrative platforms. They're it just makes the most sense. So like you said, I'm a businessman, so I want to build these channels into 10 million and make them as lucrative as possible.
And That's amazing. Do you have a team? Like, are you the one that decides your own content? Do you have a team out there? Of course, you have someone that makes the videos, etc. But
Yeah, yeah. Well, right now it's I have like videographer, editor, and then I work with one of my other guys who we make content together. So I'm working actually on like expanding the team, but for the most part, it's me that comes up with the
right,
video
right,
ideas and
right.
implement all that stuff. So
And I think when you do those pranks, you're not doing it in the street that you're living at. At least I don't hope so.
not the street I'm living at, like outside. Yeah.
And when you do those pranks, do people sometimes recognize you afterward? You're like the guy that like,
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of things that you don't put on the video that are dangerous as well, right?
Yeah.
Because you go really far. You really take,
Yeah.
you know how to get energy out of people in the right way, so to say, for your audience. But
Right.
are you not sometimes nervous of what you're doing? Because man,
Mhm.
you can get punched in the face. I think you have been punched in the face as well, or
Well, I mean, usually if you see me about running away a lot, but yeah,
you're a good runner. So cardio is important.
yeah, I'm big on cardio. I'm actually a long distance runner, so I have cardio.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, yeah, of course, but I try to be smart about it. Yeah, some people recognize me, not a whole lot, but
Right.
uh, I guess it's better if they don't recognize me.
Of
But
course.
yeah, yeah, and then now I'm trying to do different types of pranks too, so it's not like the same and
Right.
super crazy as always. I want to diversify, make it a little different
Yeah.
as much as I can. But
Yeah. And if you have one person, I don't know if you have them, and you look at the YouTube channel and you get really inspired by them and say, okay, I wanna not be like them, but of course in your own way. But that's someone you look up to. Do you have a specific person on YouTube or in
oh,
general?
geez, I like Mr. Beast. I really look up to Mr. Beast.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he really
Dedicated, huh?
knows the game, man. He's just a monster.
I heard his stories. He was like out there so many years, not having a lot of subscribers for such a long time, so dedicated. And then you are pretty, I wouldn't say lucky, because there's not really luck in this game. You're just working extremely hard, and Mr. Beast as well, but it's different type of content.
Yeah,
Maybe some pranks go quicker viral, I don't know it like that. But
yeah.
are you planning also to maybe change your channel? Like, what's the pranking type? Because you're a businessman as well, you know what works well or not. Is this also maybe a part to gain clout, and of course you love it, in order to get in a different category?
Yeah, that's something I would definitely consider. For right now, I don't know what Mr. Beast knows, right?
Right.
So, I don't know how
Yeah.
to how to do what he does. But
Yeah.
for what I do know now with the pranks and how to make the pranks more creative and such, I'm gonna keep doing that for a while. And
Yeah.
then later on, if I know when I learn more, then yeah, maybe do some other types of content.
Right.
So
Because that's cool. Because the first time I talked with you is you're a content creator also, man. You're really a content creator. You're not just a pranker. But I
yeah,
still have to ask those questions. And I'm so curious because most people, they know you as a pranker. They don't know you
right.
as a businessman. They of
Yeah,
course understand that there is a lot of, time and effort that goes into it.
yeah.
Um, but two things. First of all, like, what would you recommend those people that have dreams? Besides the dedication and hard work, what was your success factor?
Man, honestly, I think the biggest success factor, and anyone else would tell you this too, is just you just gotta want it.
So
You just gotta
badly.
want it
Yeah,
bad, man. You gotta
yeah,
want it more than
yeah,
anyone. Like
yeah,
you gotta be obsessed. And that's really what it comes down to. Because
yeah,
how I get there is different than how that guy got there.
yeah,
But what we
yeah,
both have in common is we both want it bad.
yeah,
So when
yeah,
you want it bad, you start figuring
yeah,
things out. You don't even
yeah,
know how you figure it out, but you just
yeah.
start figuring things out just because you want it so bad.
Yeah,
So
you want it.
that's
You have to. That's a really good advice. You have to want it so bad, and you need to put so much effort in it. So better, you need to like it. Otherwise, it's, especially I think content creators. It's one of the hardest businesses, and it's not even like this. It is a business. I think
yeah,
content creators. It's one of the hardest businesses to be in.
yeah. I mean, yeah, because you really have to. You gotta pull views, and you gotta
Yeah,
beat the competition, and
yeah,
you gotta. yeah, and then you got to deal with all the the BS online and all that stuff, and
Yeah,
yeah,
yes,
it's definitely hard, but yeah.
yeah. And because people want to know this. This is really regarding your pranks. You film really pranks that goes bad in the sense that you know attracts viewers. Is there one thing that was so bad or so scary that you didn't upload it? And what comes to the closest to a video you didn't upload and was pretty intense? Can you maybe take us there?
Did it upload? Jeez, man, I don't know. I mean, for the most part, I pretty much upload.
Just
You know,
upload it.
most of them. Yeah, I mean, there's some right now at this current time that I haven't uploaded yet, but that will be out soon.
Yeah,
But yeah, for the most part, like I don't just go film something that I think is not gonna do well. It's not gonna turn
yeah,
out well.
yeah.
I try to be pretty strategic with how I go about it. So
And do
yeah.
you right? And do you say do you tell to the people after you prank them hard that there is a camera and or you don't always do it?
For the most part, yeah, and
Yeah.
they're cool after. Like everything is good.
Yeah,
But
of course.
there's instances where I just leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
So
just go away. Yeah. Maybe it's better sometimes as well.
so
Amazing, man. And another subject. I'm really interested in what you think about it. A big business right now on YouTube because YouTube changed. You know, YouTube is so popular right now, and
mm,
it's so hard to gain audience right now as well. So first of all, congrats that you did it, man. You worked extremely hard, and you earn it more than anyone else. Do you
thank you.
see yourself going into a boxing career right now with all the trending videos of Jake Paul, Logan Paul that's gonna fight Mayweather? Man, when are you gonna fight Mayweather? And you know, what do you think about all this?
Man, I think it's crazy. I think it's a good thing, man. I think what they're doing is like, I mean, if you can do it, why not? It's a great way
Yeah,
to you were just making the whole platform more exciting, and of course they're
right.
making a lot more money from it. But
Yeah,
yeah, I would definitely box if I had the opportunity to do it. I knock all these fools out. I would knock them all out.
yeah. And if
Uh,
there's which YouTuber would you fight right now? I have to ask it, man. If there's one guy that like,
well, there's actually this guy I'm pranking a lot in my videos. I don't know if you know him. His name is Badman Mo. He's a bodybuilder.
okay,
Yeah, actually prank him in a lot of my videos. So I'm thinking one day if he's up for the challenge, I'll call him out for a boxing match. I'll knock him out in front of everybody. I'll ruin his career and embarrass him. So
wow,
yeah,
man.
that's the
Let,
one. Good one.
let's go into those steps. I see no reason for you not to get there. And yeah, you really see that change happening right now in the YouTube content. But for now, what can they expect from you, man? Because you grow so hard in a year. I know you're planning forward. If you have one of those viewers that you really want to say, okay, you know, this is something that's gonna change in my channel. What will it be in the next? I don't want to put a time frame because you're growing so fast. What is gonna change for
Hmm.
your YouTube channel?
Oh, you're gonna. I wanna make sure I don't always just do the same types of videos over and over unless they really like it, and it does well. But you're gonna see some different things, just to give you a little hint, you might see a giant me inside a giant teddy bear costume, just to give you
Okay,
a little,
okay.
and it's gonna be interesting. So
Damn.
yeah, I'm not gonna give away too much,
Of
but
course, of
yeah, I
course,
mean, you're gonna see a lot of pranks, of course, but
of
you'll
course.
see some creative ways that I go about doing the pranks.
Yeah, yeah. So as I understand, for me, it's really curious to know. You really see your future on YouTube, right? And you think that YouTube is gonna stay there for the long run, really for the long run.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I mean, it just keeps growing, and then more like with you reaching out to brands, more of them are pouring money
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
YouTubers, content
yeah,
creators.
yeah,
Facebook is still growing and doing
yeah.
well, so
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's gonna be big.
I think that's what it makes such a pleasure. And I don't say a lot of YouTubers are that, but you really are. It's a pleasure. It's funny because a lot of brands they see the opportunities in YouTube, but it's amazing to work also with a businessman on brands as well because there is a reason that brands want to work with you, right? It's not
Right.
just you implement the brands in such a good way, and you're so picky with whom to work, right? Because you really think about your audience, which also transfers into brands working with you. They understand when they work with you, their brand, fits your audience well. Because you always told me your first priority is your audience, and I respect that a lot, man. I respect that a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
I think. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, yeah. Of course, I think it's key. You don't want to just. I don't want to just promote
Yeah,
anything. You want
yeah,
to make sure it's of value to the audience too. And it's
right.
not something that's like too inappropriate or anything like that, or the brand is not good.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think it's important. Especially for the long run. You want to build trust in your audience.
yeah,
So.
yeah. And then another question I have to ask is regarding the fame, man. You said like you get also some negative messages. It's part of it. I think most of them are positive. How are you dealing with it? Like, I think people start to recognize you.
Uh, yeah, sometimes I get recognized, like especially if like a video goes viral, then it'll happen more. But it ain't not too. I'm not like famous, but sometimes have people know who I am, of
Pretty
course.
cool now.
As far as hate and stuff, yeah, I get a lot of love, of course. Like people love me and love what I do. But
Yeah,
yeah, there's hate, of course, too. Um, a lot of the hate also comes in the beginning when you first start, because
yeah, of course.
a lot of people don't like to see somebody come up.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
after a while, you get more love, and then it just kind of washes out the hate. You're always gonna get hate. If you're getting hate, you're doing something right. It means you're getting
exactly.
attention, reaching new audiences. So
Right,
shout
right.
out to the haters. And then they view the content, so it makes me
Hey,
more money. Shout out to the haters.
more comments, more views, amazing.
It's great. It's
But
great.
it's still hard. I see a lot of people want to do pranking content, and there are not many that are successful in it, because you really need to be consistent. You need to understand what you're doing. You can't fake it till you make it. You just can't. You just can't. Right? It's not entertaining only. You really need to understand that it's not always the same, and that's hard with pranks.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, you're right. A lot of prank channels have like died down, or
Exactly.
like even if a lot of people are trying to come up and trying to get views, but they can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I mean, you just really have to like it comes down to like wanting it bad. I just think the people
Yeah.
who want it the most will figure out what works for their audience and what works for them. And like with like I can't just go do it exactly how that prankster does it. I got to do it in my own way. So you got to
Right.
figure out what works for you,
Right.
and then just kind of stick to that and keep getting better.
I think that's what makes you dangerous, because your content related to pranking, you're growing so quickly, but also your mindset of wanting to be like Mr. Beast. I think that combination is something that goes viral just in a matter of time. So
Yeah.
for the people that don't know Sean yet, go check him out on Savageshawn on YouTube, also on Instagram, right? And
Yeah,
Facebook as well.
Savageshawn on YouTube, Facebook, Savageshawn, Instagram, Savageshawn TV. But yeah,
Man, check this
search up my
guy
name.
out. His content is insane. It is insane. It's
Thank
huge.
you.
So
Appreciate it.
Sean, amazing man to talk with you. I can talk with you for hours, man, regarding everything, because your mindset is so good. It is. You are one of the most hardworking guys I really know. You are
Thank you.
so
Thank you.
dedicated and so full into your content that yeah, man, we're gonna see you a lot more. And thanks for the time, man. Thanks for the time, Sean. We work together in the long run, and I can't wait to work with you on more brands, on more exposure, because there's no one that earned it more than you right now. Really.
Thank you, man. It means a lot to me. I appreciate you as well, man. Definitely going straight to the top. 10 million, baby.
To the top, man, and we're gonna be there.